Friends and colleagues. This is Richard Solomon, and this is episode 34 in our series Enhancing Human Relationships Through the Fourth R, the relationship skills. Now, in our previous episode, we discussed a group relationship activity called the Circles of. And in today's episode, the one right here that we're showing, we will describe the procedure for introducing my best friend introduction sheet handout, which is another group relationship building activity, which you see right here. However, before we explain how to implement my best friend introduction sheet handout, I want to share something more sophisticated about the fourth R, the relationship skills. So let's look at the second handout and talk about what is the fourth R, the relationship skills. And I have three definitions. The first definition over here talks about these skills of relating, or the relationship skills represent the medium that communicates the three R's of reading, writing, and arithmetic. The second definition is it's the cognitive or intellectual, emotional, and behavioral social skills that facilitate human communication. And the third possible definition is the skills and activities that facilitate group discussion and group process. Now, we have here a graphic organizer that depicts the four different levels of the fourth R. And I want to briefly go over that with you. So we have at first the intrapersonal, or level one of the fourth R. This represents the data that we have inside of us, our facts, our concepts, our preferences, our informed opinions, our feelings, our experiences, and even the free information that we cognitively and internally dialogue within us. Once we share this data within us, we are free to then share it with another person. So the second level of the fourth R represents the interpersonal skills. Now, we have done episodes in this series on all of these skills: asking open questions, paraphrasing, probing, respectful listening, showing acceptance, joining conversations, giving and receiving feedback, how to handle criticism with the broken record, negative inquiry, negative assertion. I'm sure you remember this. How to resolve conflicts with the conflict resolution method, how to achieve consensus, how to listen and share one's data, and how to find free information. Now, once we're able to go and share information on an interpersonal level between two people, we move to the group relationship skills, which is where we are now. We are doing relationship skills to enable people to participate in groups. And we have a set of group relationship activities like my best friend introduction sheet. But here's also a list of other skills. I'm not going to go over all of these skills. We'll be sharing some of these in future episodes. And in the last part of the taxonomy or classification of the relationship skills are organizational skills. These are skills based on our data, what we share with individuals, what we share in groups, and finally, how do we change organizations? These are really leadership skills by helping people envision what they want, creating a mission, creating organizational outcomes, doing a needs assessment, establishing priorities, agreeing on what you need to do, creating an action plan to achieve your mission and goals, to implement the plan, to evaluate the plan, and once the plan is evaluated, You go back to the beginning to step one to make sure that you have achieved your goals, your vision, your mission, your goals and objectives, outcomes, etc. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to implement the group relationship building activity called My Best Friend Introduction Sheet. And what you do here is you distribute this paper and you invite people in a group to stand behind a chair, an empty chair, and put it in a circle. And what they are basically doing is they are introducing to you, the members of the group, statements about themselves. So My Best Friend Introduction Sheet is an opportunity to tell people about yourself by completing these sentences. So what you're going to do is you're going to introduce them to what some sweet friend might say about you. So in this case, I might say, if I were standing behind the chair, I'd like to introduce you to Richard Solomon. He is the kind of person who loves people, plays handball. I'm just giving you an idea. He appreciates people who are honest, truthful, and authentic. And someday he would like to go and get involved in creating a world where there's peace and harmony, love and respect, and celebrate diversity. So what's happening is that each person completes this handout about himself or herself, and they could share it with another person in the group, and then eventually they can mill around and share with the entire class. Or if the facilitator likes, you can go and use this as an introductory activity to share yourself with the entire group. People in the class or in the group are also invited to ask questions about anything that you have written, and it's a low-threatening but lovely way to get people to know your name and to know what you are about in this systematic way of introducing yourself. Now, if you wish to receive these three handouts, My Best Friend Introduction Sheet, What's the Fourth R, and the taxonomy or classification of the 4 levels of the fourth R, all you need to do is take a screenshot of these 3 handouts on my Facebook page. And if you want to be able to offer comments or questions, you can also do that on my Facebook page, or you can share your questions and comments on YouTube or my X or Twitter accounts. Now, in our next episode, we will be describing another 4th R group activity called the Magic Box, and that'll be fun to share it with you. And of course, we want to thank all of you for taking the time to watch and reflect on this episode and all the other episodes. And we look forward to sharing with you our next episode. And we look forward to seeing you again next time. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.